Dear students, we are going to do module 18. It is death cum retirement gratuity. So gratuity is the compensation paid by the employer for your continuous service for the organization. So it will be possible at the private sector and it is compulsory with the government sector also. It's like a lump sum payment at the time of retirement, or when you are leaving the job after 5 years, you will get the gratuity. Now it's divided into two modules. First module, that is module 18, I will explain the theoretical concepts, and module 19 I will do the problems. So the short form is death cum retirement gratuity, DCRG. This you have to remember, DCRG. Now meaning of death cum retirement gratuity, it is mentioned under section 10, subsection 10. Section 10, you know that it deals with the exempted incomes. So government employees gratuity is exempted. That's why it's coming under section 10 of Income Tax Act. So payment made by employer to employee or legal heirs. This is for continuous service. The condition is 5 or more years you have to work with an organization, then you are eligible to get the gratuity. So this is paid either at the time of retirement or death while in service. Now compulsory payment for government employees, local authorities, statutory corporations. It's only one-time payment. In between employment, you cannot ask for this. Then occasion to receive gratuity. Gratuity, if you divide, either at the time of retirement or at the time of death or leaving the job. Death of the employee. So these are the two occasions where you can look for gratuity. Now, computation of exemption of gratuity, it's divided into two. One is government sector, second is non-government or private. Non-government or private. So government sector, you have to remember, completely exempted. This we are dividing into two. Employees covered under Payment of Gratuity Act. Short form you will use Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. This is not covered by Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. And both the cases, 3 values we will give, least of the value will be exempted. This is what I am going to explain in the computation. So taxability of gratuity divided into two, government and non-government. Government employees, gratuity paid to employees at the time of retirement is fully exempted. Gratuity received at the time of retirement or VRS for government employees, then also it's fully exempted. Gratuity paid to legal heirs of the deceased employee. That meaning an employee died while in service. Legal heirs, when they get the gratuity, fully exempted. Meaning of government employees. Employees of central government, state government, local authority. That meaning municipality, panchayat, development corporations, all that. Employees working in defense. These are coming in the government category. Now, non-government employees, as I told you, it's divided into employees covered under Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Employees not covered under Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Two classifications. Now, employees covered under Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Actual gratuity received. This is a table computation. So here you will write the particulars. Here you will write the amount. So here particulars, amount, within bracket rupees, title for the table, amount, within bracket rupees, here it is particulars. So actual gratuity received, you have to write first, actual gratuity received. Here you will write the actual gratuity, less least of the following. 3 values I told you in both the cases. One is 15 days salary for each completed year of service. First is 15 days salary. 15 days salary. So that I will explain next slide. Statutory limit is 20 lakhs. Statutory limit. Limit 20 lakhs for the whole year. This is very important. Whole life. Whole life. This is 20 lakhs. Here it is, this value. Then third point is actual gratuity received. Actual gratuity received. So we will see which is the least value. We will write here. Then that will be the exempted. Exempted value will be this. From this least value we will select taxable gratuity Taxable gratuity, you will get it here. This will be taxable. Now I have to explain certain points. Salary includes salary plus DA. This is very important, you have to remember. Whenever salary computation is there, salary plus DA, or where DA is not included, that is very important. So here if DA means dearness allowance. If it's included, it has to come. Now 15 days salary meaning salary last drawn into 15 by 26. Salary last drawn into 15 divided by 26. Salary last drawn. See, for example, an employee was drawing 3 lakhs as salary. So 3 lakhs into 15 by 26. Why 26? 4 Sundays from the month are excluded. Now, this you have to remember this. You have to calculate. When we do the problems, I will explain again. Now, length of service you have to remember. Any part of the year which is in excess of 6 months shall be considered as one full completed year. Say, for example, an employee has completed 30 years and 6 months of service. Then the completed year of service will be 30. But if he has done 30 years and 7 months, completed year of service will be 31. Students will always make mistake because when they see 6 months, they will consider it as next year. So they will make mistake. More than 6 only will be considered as one more year. 6 is not included. More than 6. That's very important. Second is not covered by similar format values. Actual gratuity received, you have to write here. Half a month salary for each completed year of service on the basis of average salary drawn for the last 10 months. Next is limit is whole life 20 lakhs. What is the meaning of 20 lakhs whole life? Because if you are leaving the job in between, or if you are changing the job in between from one organization to another, you will get gratuity. So imagine first time when you left the job, you got an exemption for tax exemption of gratuity. Imagine if it's 5 lakhs. Then the statutory limit will come to 15 lakhs. So when a problem, you have to remember whether he is claiming gratuity exemption for the first time or whether he has claimed earlier. If he has claimed any exemption earlier, that amount you have to deduct. That is the meaning of whole life. Now, actual gratuity received. So taxable gratuity meaning actual minus exempted amount. Now here also some clarifications. Salary is basic salary plus DA. Here DA we will include under UTE. This term you have to remember, it's very important. UTE meaning under the terms of employment. That meaning in the problem they will mention that DA is entering into retirement benefits plus commission based on fixed percentage of turnover. If employees are covered under Payment of Gratuity Act, it's only salary and DA. Here basic salary plus DA if it's entering into retirement benefits plus commission based on fixed percentage of turnover. Then calculating length of service, any fraction of the year is ignored. That meaning earlier case more than 6 months is considered as next year. Here even if he has worked for 30 years and 11 months, length of service will be only 30. So no fraction of months is considered. Average salary for 10 months immediately preceding the date of retirement. If you are retiring in December, 10 months prior to that meaning December to March salary will be, last March will be 10 months. January and February will be ignored. Now, any gratuity paid to an employee while in service is not exempt from tax, but he can claim exemption under section 89(1). While in service, if he is getting, then it is not exempted because if he is changing the job, he may get that. So this is what I wanted to explain in this module. Happy learning. Thank you.